Right.
On June 20th is Tax's sentencing. Is
Right.
supposedly he's going to be looking over maybe about 20 years. What are your feelings and what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I think well, what people really got to factor in too is he already got 6 years in. So if his highest thing he could get is a dub, right? Without no life behind it. That's the highest he could get. The low end of him getting is about 10. If he get 10, Tax will be home in 2 years. If he get 15, he'll be home in 4.
In where? In what?
In 4.
In 4 years. Okay.
Right, because if he gets 10 years, he already has 6 years in. You only got to do 8. He will only have to do 8, and he would be eligible for parole. You understand what I'm saying? And if he gets, so that's 2 years. If he gets 15, all he'll have to do is 4 more years,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll be up for parole. You understand what I'm saying? And if he get the dub, then he will only have to do a good another 6 or 7, another 6 out of that shit. 7 years. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be how everybody think it's going to be, where it's like, oh, he's gone forever. That's not true, because he's already did the time. He sat in the state for 6 years already.
But he also has a federal gun charge.
Right. Now, only thing with that, because remember, that's why the state had gave the feds gave the state the case, because they wanted to basically see the outcome of the state, but he already copped out to the gun.
Right.
In the feds. He copped out in the gun in the feds already, and was already serving time in the feds for the weapon. And then they transferred him over to the state. So even in that federal case, still got time over there too, because I think he was maybe 2 years in the feds and then came over to the state and did 4. So if they run them shits concurrent, son ain't gonna be going that long. That's the reality of it, is what I'm saying. Right. That's the reality of it. So I think to be honest, I could see him honestly getting the 15. I could see him getting the 20. I could see him getting the 10, because it's all in the judge's hand, and it carries that time frame, right? At the same time, it's like I feel like it was other niggas responsible too. because if I have get a phone call to catch the nigga slipping, and I call you, and we go up there and you die, like that's on me.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, to be honest, if niggas would have probably just called him and say, yo, son is up here, he was going to go do something else. He probably be like, man, fuck that nigga. You feel me? Like, I don't fuck that. I'm going to do what I'm about to do anyway. I'm going to do some other shit anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and I'm saying that because it wasn't his direct situation like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying it's fucked up, because ultimately, however he got hit in that room, he died because somebody didn't like somebody else's music. That shit is whack, bro. Shit is whack. Shit is whack. And that's one of those things where it's like, this shit ain't worth it. This shit is corny. Because like, look at like people like King Von. It's like, y'all niggas arguing over songs and nigga dead. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all niggas crazy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Shit don't make no sense, bro.
Right. If when Tax does ever get out, what do you think he'll do? You think he'll just pick up where he left off as far as the podcast?
Yeah, hell yeah, because like, think about it, bro. Like, he's the only person, in all honesty, that nobody was ever able to hear his side of the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was locked up. So, and when he was locked up, he wasn't able to tell what happened from his perspective.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? From his side of the story. You know what I mean? And everybody got a one-sided version. And even in that one-sided version, as you know, because you was there, the interviews that was done wasn't truthful. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't.
You mean the
Because
testimony?
because of the stories of I was charged with the murder, I was charged with my man's body, I was charged for his gun, and all of these things was like, hey, bro, that when it all came out in court, that wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? Because you was initially charged with the gun with one of his guns, but he copped out to that gun, so they knew that gun wasn't yours, but it was them other two guns. You feel me? That got caught, and plus you on video shooting that gun inside the club. But it was ultimately that's what you were charged with. You know what I'm saying? And so and even in there, because you was there, and I'm glad I'm talking to you because you were actually there. They asked him, "Yo, why did you say your fingerprints wasn't on a gun?" He said, "Oh, because I told them that it was Banga and Hovain are the ones who usually carry those guns, and I didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't want to go to jail." So he basically told on Hovain because Hovain was alive at that time when he said that. You know what I'm saying? And then he was mad at his friends, at Lido and Hovain, because he said they didn't want to take the charge for him. You know what I mean? The other two guns. That's why he was mad. But this is another ill thing. And this is another thing. This is what I'm saying about accountability.
Right.
Because you were there, and I'm going to say it again because you were there.
Gotcha.
They asked him, they said, why would they want to take charges for you? Right? They said, why would they do that? And what did he say? He said, why would they let the man who make the money go to prison? He called himself the golden goose. So you basically said everybody that was there that day in that room, life had less value than yours, bro. Does that sound right to anybody? Bro, that's just a little weird to me. Like, nigga called himself the golden goose.
Right.
That means everybody else ain't worth nothing out here. And you going to prison is what you should do. Cause I'm the golden goose. Like, this nigga ain't got kids. Hovain, he got kids.
Right.
He should have went to jail. Cause you feel like, you know what I'm saying? You the one, you the niggas lives got less value. Is your life more valuable than Banger's too? Is you the golden goose to him too? Supposed to be a man. This is what I'm saying. I'm just saying from what was said in there. This ain't no shit I'm making up, right or wrong. I ain't making this shit up. That's what was said in there. You know what I mean? That's out of his own mouth. That shit is crazy to me. Like, damn. It kind of fucked me up hearing a nigga say that. Because even if you think it's some shit like that, I ain't never heard a nigga say that shit out of his mouth. Out loud.